morning, how are you?
Yeah, we're well, thanks. What about that last night then?
Yeah, I mean, I tell you what I say about Carl Froch. It doesn't matter what kind of a fight he's in, there's always going to be some kind of, he won comfortably enough, but I think Froch was saving himself. He's got the finals of this Super 6 competition against the American kid, Ward, and I think Froch is just, he boxed well within himself. It was a very controlled, very measured fight. You can't step into water without getting hit. At the level that he's at world-class level, you're going to get hit. And the fact he took, a few shots off of Johnson. Johnson was never going to beat Carl Froch last night. Froch, for me, is probably, without hands down, our most exciting world champion right now.
Duke, he has got a good chin as well, which at this level you need.
Yeah, of course. I mean, as I said before, when you're fighting in world-class competition, you're going to get hit. It doesn't, you can't have an impregnable defence. We're not talking about like a Sugar Ray Leonard or, like we're talking about Carl Froch, and he's a good, solid world champion. And that's kind of Froch's style. You hit me, I'll hit you back. He's noted for having a good chin. The most amazing thing for me about Carl Froch, that guy's engine is incredible. If you think of the fights that he's had, he has about 5 or 6 hard fights now. I don't mean, fights that have gone, via the short route. These have been like distance fights, 12-round fights. It takes a lot out of you physically and emotionally, but every time that guy, Carl Froch, he turns up and he finds a way to win. And even when he lost the fight against Mikhail Kessler, how hard was that fight? And then his very next fight against Abrahams, he looked so fresh and so good, so strong. So, like I say, the fight last night, I think he's saving himself for the big one. And we know, obviously, the Ward fight is going to be an absolute life and death fight. And what you see with Carl Froch is what you get. He'll tell you exactly what he's going to do, and he'll go out and he'll do it.
Do you know what, Duke? He probably hasn't had as much publicity as our other champions, and it was good to see him a bit more exposure on Sky again last night for Carl Froch. Tell us a bit about Andre Ward.
Well, Andre Ward is he's very classy. He's very, very relaxed. He's a very, very good fighter. He's unbeaten. You don't know just how good he is because of his unbeaten tag. So when you look at the kid on paper, all right, he might start as a favourite, but you write Carl Froch off at your peril. I promise you that, because Froch doesn't know the meaning of lose or take a backward step. Because obviously, like I say, when he lost against Kessler, he went back, he licked his wounds, and he readdressed himself, and he came back twice as good for my money. If you see the number he did on Arthur Abrams, it was like a caveman, and Carl Froch just beat the living daylights out of him. So, like I say, you write Froch off against Ward at your own sort of peril, because, I mean, for me, I think Froch has got what it takes to beat him. I mean, obviously he's going to have to go to America to beat the kid, but, I mean, Carl Froch really, he's British and he's flying the flag. He goes aboard every time, and he conducts himself in a fantastic manner. He's a consummate pro. He's as strong physically as he is mentally. So, Ward's he'll know he's been in a fight when he fights Froch.
Do you think he'll beat him?
Do I think?
Yeah, Froch will beat Ward.
It's a very close fight. I won't right now. I wouldn't like to pick a winner. I think it's that close, and I don't normally sit on the fence. I'd go for one or the other, obviously, but I think it's a very, very close fight. But I think you'll be able to tell a lot more from this fight the closer it gets, because then you start reading into body language, and Froch is an extremely confident guy. It'll be interesting to see if he can actually get under Ward's skin, because I expect Froch to play a lot of mind games with Andre Ward.